Welcome to the show, anyone. Today, we're gonna play more Final Fantasy VI. There it is. Oh no! Gotta switch our video over. Phew. We'll fix that in editing. Alright. We have data. Once again, I don't have my headphones even plugged in. Not that it even really makes a difference, I don't think. I suppose we'll find out. Right, so today, we're heading into that Returner's Cave. You're gonna see us some stories. Anything we need? Yes. 2 more of those. I think we're gonna wind up all healed up. Better save all that progress. Oh, right, yeah. I think I can, sneak my way in here and get the treasure right quick. No, I can't. You... She doesn't really talk to espers so much as get them to zap people. "3 minutes," Terra interrupts. It was 3 minutes. She doesn't even remember the secret entrance to the cave. That story did take it out of me, too. Okay, good. She has those sprint shoes. So, the normal course of the story at this point is I'm supposed to go outside and agree to, after talking with all my teammates, of course, agree to join the Returners, because it's just what the game really, really wants me to do. But if I deny Bannon, like a gosh darn Peter, 3 different times before the cock crows, then I get a better item. So, I like his little laugh. Sabin's got a good personality. I wonder if we ever find out who this important person is that was jailed. He's got so much backstory. When will they make a Final Fantasy VI Crisis Core that deals with all the characters prior to meeting each other? I wonder why he says that's not entirely true. It can very well be entirely true. Well. Locke loses all interest in her anyway. Once he meets the other girl. Again, I like that the game allows for somewhat autonomous decisions like that. At least that they don't tell you this is what you have to do. They say, I want you to make your decision. But then they reward you for making a bad decision. Also, this is sad because one of my favorite weird little scenes gets skipped if I go with the other thing, and it starts with this table. If you talk to this corner of it, it tells you there's a scrap of paper, and you can toss it in the trash or leave it there. If you leave it there, I think the only thing that happens is that once everyone has their meeting, Bannon's like, who's been leaving trash laying around? What a mess, and then he throws it away. Now we've got the slow walk. That's a crazy plan if you think about this, if you think about the scale of events if they were to occur in the real world. Whereas in this game, what's really happening is like about 10 or 12 soldiers are taking over a town made up of about 10 or 12 people. So it's totally easy for one guy to go in there and infiltrate and slow them down. Also, when I was a young kid, this game taught me the meaning of the word lecherous. That Genji glove. Yeah, I've never used a gauntlet before. I don't even understand the purpose. Okay, so we got Bannon in the back row. We're gonna go save just because. Oh yes, equipment. So you don't have a second thing, so you don't get to use any of that stuff. Whoever scenario we're doing first, yeah, we don't need that for getting poisoned. So, look, we just you better equip that. Just in case. Oops. Start and then, nah. Well, whatever. That's good enough. I don't really have the best items yet, so there's no real use in messing with them. Yurts. Hey! How's it going, Steve? I'm doing alright. I am Final Fantasy VIing. We just jumped on a raft. And we don't have a turbo controller, so we won't be using this raft to get 99 levels that we don't need anyway. Yeah, thank you for joining me. I actually don't remember which way it was. Like what left, right, and straight do there. All I know is that the up option causes you to... Oh right, yeah, blind doesn't do anything in this game. I remember that now. There's really no reason to ever take care of that, because due to a bug, it doesn't actually affect anything. Oh no! That's terrible. I tried even, at one point, because I borrowed a turbo controller from my cousin, who also had Chrono Trigger, and when I borrowed Chrono Trigger from him, I used it to win the soda guzzling contest all the time. But, yeah, he had one of those turbo controllers, and I used it for this game. And, not only did I do that, I did the thing where I, only saved it at the first save. And at the first save as Terra, and then got all the way over here, did the trick, and then died, and loaded my save at Terra at the very beginning of the game, and she was in, I think it was like level 70 something. It was still nuts though. And everybody's gonna be wearing sunglasses by the end of this. But yeah, that move always does carry the risk of somebody getting up in your space and ruining everything. Nah, we don't need to use magic yet. Yeah, that's the fact that certain things that happen in the game stay in the data when you load your game from a game over is the basis for some of this game's most rad like glitches, including the airship glitch, which allows you through grit, sheer tyranny of will, to actually kind of force General Leo into your party after the events of where he's in your party temporarily. I stream for about, I do 2 sessions of like 45 minutes of recording or so, because after that my computer tends to bug out. So I'll be on for about an hour and a half, but hey, it was good to see you again. And yeah, join later if you like. But I will also be back later in the afternoon. I promised Facebook I would play CDI Zelda, so I'm gonna set that up. I'm not sure exactly when that'll be, but I'll say on Facebook. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's really all up to it's up to the computers as to whether I will succeed. The game itself doesn't scare me; it's the stream that does. Here we have Ultros. Ultros, who seems to be the basis for the troll face. It is. It's very tough, but not impossible. It takes a lot more patience than it deserves, basically. Ugh. To be honest, I'd probably be better off without Terra in this battle. In fact, I should move her to the back row. Oh, man. Yeah. That's fine, I'll be fine without Terra. What's wrong with muscleheads? Oof. This is gonna come down to the wire. Sabin is cool, but given that he has the least amount of potential for game breakage, I tend to not use him as much anymore. I actually tend to use the characters now that the most that I used the least whenever I was initially playing this game. But definitely Sabin's always been a favorite, especially for storyline. Like, his scenario is where he's going solo is probably my favorite part of this this game. Aww. Man, I almost never name characters after myself nowadays. I either make up stupid names or I go with default. He's always been a tad zealous. I think that might be a poor choice of words there? I don't know. Bye. Alright, later on, dude. Have fun. What about Sabin? Okay, so I'm gonna save here and go with these guys. Pterodon. Getting those notifications. I guess I like those. Tells me when people I'm following go online. Oh, jeez. Oh, that fireball is a rare move, but he done it. He done it good. Man. I don't think I've ever actually gotten killed here. This will be one for the books. And Edgar's down. Wait, antidote. Alright. Let's see if we can get him awake. And get Bannon to... yeah! Okay. Now we're good. Maybe. I actually should just noise blast him. I think he'll be alright though now. Boy, those two pterodons. There we go. Oh, now it's time for one of my favorite glitches. Anybody watching my YouTube may notice I documented this glitch. And it was done really terribly. I had a camera that did video, so I just pointed it at the screen and hit record. That was a little more acceptable to do back in the day. Nowadays, there's no possible way you can do that. It is not allowed. No castle. So here we have the Chocobo salesman that we pointed out earlier. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna go in here and hire us a Chocobo, but we're gonna put Bannon in the lead. There it is. Give me this thing. So Bannon is not supposed to be able to... There's not supposed to be a scenario... Well, they didn't plan on a scenario where Bannon would be able to do this. So, when you do it, the game forces a garbage glitch into there. As you can see. And... oh dear me. That's not an attractive look. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I might... It's hard for me to say whether this is my total favorite, because Final Fantasy 1, 4, and 6 all just hold their own special places in my heart. But definitely for garbage glitching a character riding a Chocobo, Final Fantasy VI is the best, hands down. By the way, there's a typo. If you never noticed, when Locke first helped me, he fiddled with something right around here. So there's one for you, eagle-eyed. I don't know, editors. Alright. So the only real thing we're gonna do in this scenario, we're going to trip up the security trap so that we can fight some one-time enemies that are only available in this section, which make excellent rages if we happen to catch them with Gao. Yeah, do you like that? I like the something. There are very few, like, just straight-up typos in this game, and that's one of them. There's, like, there's translation weirdness, for sure, but hardly anything on the level of just straight-up typo. So on this one, the glimmering light is more like a ruddy, dull, like... See? Okay, so we don't want these guys. Very good, very good. That worked out perfectly. We want Spectre, Darkseid, and Rin. That's the setup that actually tends to be really well represented in the Velt's sort of code. The code that they use to determine what battles you're gonna fight on the Velt. There's this whole document on GameFAQs that outlines every single encounter and where it shows up. It's quite cool that somebody took the time to do all that, because it makes the whole thing very easily exploitable. It's kind of great for sort of shortcutting your way into getting a full set of monsters if that is the thing you decide to do. In the interest of time, I'm not trying to do that in this particular playthrough. Haha, I just like doing that sometimes. Okay. Ah, come on. It's starting to turn into more trouble than it's worth. Not only do I get the Darkseid battle, but I get the Darkseid with the pincer attack. Is it still called a pincer? Ah, here we go. This is the one. Is it still called a pincer attack if I'm the one pincering? I don't remember. See, they got so many spells that are very useful to have. This early in the game anyway, before your people can learn magic. Now, of course, in order to use this magic as Gao, you have to give up your ability to control him, but tends to be, if he captures a Darkseid, for instance, I believe they know Ice 2, he tends to lean on that Ice 2 really hard. So, more often than not, you can wind up getting to cast a powerful spell this early in the game. So here's where we can visit the Moogles and catch ourselves a Rune Edge, which is a really, really good sword for Celeste when we get her. Also a good sword for Terra right now if we wanted to use it. Even though it basically does critical hits, but uses a slight bit of magic in doing so, which is kind of not the most useful thing. However, we will be leaving the sword because if we let it go until the World of Ruin, it will upgrade itself to a ribbon, which is a much more useful item. That's Mog right there, and the rest of these guys just tell us Kupo. There's meaning behind that, but we won't know the meaning for a while. Instead, we're just gonna get over to Arvis's house and end this scenario. Oh, come on now. By the way, one thing that's interesting here, if you're ever curious about what a person has equipped when you can't actually, you know, see their equipment, just select all, and it'll actually show you the list. That's just a neat little trick. I don't know if everybody knows that one yet. Like, there are some that are so obvious that would not be worth me even mentioning them, but and again, I didn't really ever read FAQs on this until I started doing more challenging runs. So a lot of this stuff I just discovered through playing this game way too much. So also in this cave I can run into what's called a first class, which is a better version of the Repo Man, but I needn't do that right now. I can do it later. If I want to. I don't really need to for this playthrough. We're going to be getting very few rages with Gao, because I just want this to go a little more smoothly. Security light encounter notwithstanding. Thanks, Edgar. Way to be a downer. Now here's where I would, so when I come back later to do the airship glitch, it's more important to do Sabin's scenario than Locke's for this particular thing. But since we're doing a normal playthrough, we're going to go ahead and do Locke's. Except I forgot to de-equip everyone in Terra's scenario. Lucky thing I bought sprint shoes. Yeah, this is fine. Actually, yeah, I guess that's alright. There's nothing else we can do, so... Oh. could do that and get the running shoes. Alright, reset. Alright, man, you have fun too. Enjoy your class. Yeah, there we go. Lucky thing I made 2 saves. Okay. That'll help things go a little bit smoother in the next scenario. And we only lost a few seconds. A minute. Something. Slightly berserk. That's delightful. Weird how he like leans in to look at her like that. We think this woman. Anyway. Right. Alright, save down here again. And lockety lock lock. I like that much better. And then running shoes, Atlas armlet. Perfect. Oh, not Atlas armlet. Sprint shoes. He's wearing both running shoes and sprinting shoes. As a shoe guy, that's really amusing to me. Sure. Okay, but we are actually going to cut this video here. I'm going to keep the stream going, and I'm going to refill my coffee, and then we'll get another video started, and we'll do Locke's scenario, and possibly also Sabin's scenario. So hang tight, everyone.